How many years have you been acting now?
Uh, that's there was a big gap. There was a big gap, about 20 years when I was raising my kids. But I started. I'm SAG since maybe 32 years now, Screen Actors
Wow.
Guild. But even before that, I took class at a place called Basement Workshop, which was a multi-arts organization, which was Asian American. Downtown. When I was there, it was on Broome Street, and it was like a huge, like a gigantic loft. It had everything: photography, it had dance, it had writers, it had acting, it had music. I was the, you know, unofficial musical director there. I was studying music in college. So at that time, Mako, who was who won the Oscar for Best Supporting in The Sand Pebbles with Steve McQueen. I don't know if you know this, but
Steve McQueen? We heard
Steve
Steve
McQueen. You heard of Steve
Yeah,
McQueen, but
absolutely.
Mako won, the Oscar that year, and when he was doing Pacific Overtures on Broadway, this huge production, on his day off he would teach a drama workshop.
That's love right
and
there.
Yeah, and just by my being there at Basement, I was at Basement, almost every day. And I would take dance there. I would take, there was a huge photography thing. I donated my uncle's, huge Bessler enlarger. They had the best facilities. It was nice. So Mako came. He taught one day a week on his day off, and that kind of got me hooked.
Oh, this was during college, your college years? Or was
This is after
post-college?
college.
After
This
college.
is after college.
So did he become sort of like a mentor to you?
Yeah, well, he was definitely his personality was so strong. He was like one of. I mean, I was lucky enough. I think in my life I've had a few like master, like seafood type teachers,
Damn.
and he was
That's
one
awesome.
of them.
Mako was in The Green Hornet with Bruce Lee, right? Was
Yeah,
that Mako?
that's only
That's
one of
one of his.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he was great. I mean, he would just like kick your ass. He
He
would just like
that's
he was
what
your
you
kung fu
need in a
teacher, too?
mentor.
like if he thought like you weren't being honest, in that you were just there and being like all self-conscious about acting, he would just like tear you. He'd give you a look like, and then he had this low voice. He would just like destroy you and melt you right there in front of everybody.
Oh,
And you
that's
go,
that tough love.
That makes so that kind of makes you go into yourself and go, wow, he's just like saw right through me.